My name is Kate. I'm a grade 12 student. I'm from Hamilton.
I'm in grade 11 in the Thornhill area.
My name's Aziza. I live in Thornhill.
So I was born with developmental coordination disorder, or dyspraxia. And basically what that means is that I have trouble with my fine motor skills and my gross motor skills. And I'm on an IEP. So for gym class, I was judged and graded more on my participation. Sometimes got to do a modified activity, and sometimes I would have like one-on-one instruction. And also I got to do a test or an exam in an alternate room.
Yes, I'm offered support in the form of an IEP. So usually that means I get double time on tests, I can get extensions on assignments, I get reference sheets for tests and exams, I don't get marked on my spelling.
I have transverse myelitis, which is a T6 spinal cord injury. So I'm a paraplegic. I can have a note taker if I miss class, or the teacher might give me notes too on what I missed. I can ask for notes ahead of time. I can get things moved around, such as like tests and exams.
I've had experiences with teachers not understanding, or sometimes they don't even read the IEP, which is really problematic. And gym class was really hard for me. I received lots of challenges, lots of teachers not understanding. I had one teacher who yelled at me for not being able to throw a football properly. People wouldn't really understand, and they would want to be just like me and have an iPad and have extra time. But I think there's just a misconception that people all learn the same and that nobody should receive extra support for anything. That's definitely untrue.
Well, a lot of times during long lessons and classes, I tend to lose focus, so I don't get to take everything in, and sometimes I'm a bit lost in class afterwards. And a lot of times in general, I have a hard time attending school, so I miss a lot of the material.
The high school I went to, it only had one elevator, so it made it really difficult to get from one class to the other, especially if they were on opposite ends of the building. I find myself being late for class by 10, sometimes 15 minutes. The desks weren't always accessible. The classrooms were really full, so it made it super hard to move around in. Gym was also really hard because the activities were kind of based for people who could walk, and they weren't very accommodating. There weren't many door openers either in the school, and that sometimes took a while to get, so it made navigating alone really difficult, so I lost a lot of independence.
I've had to learn at a young age how to advocate for myself. There's not always going to be people advocating for you and telling you how they can help you. Sometimes you need to be telling them that. If I didn't have this disability, it would have been maybe a bit easier, because I would be able to manage my time better and I wouldn't need to ask for extensions or things like that. But I don't think that it has impacted my education too much. I'm very grateful for that.
If I can't finish a test on time, even though I know everything on that test, I'll lose marks. And I feel like it's not fair, and it doesn't properly represent what I know, just because I can't regurgitate a certain amount of information in a certain amount of time. And I feel like it should be more about what I know rather than how fast I can show what I know.
Yeah, so there was a lot of activities that were planned for the class and the students to do, but I could not do them. Anything that had to do with going outside made it really difficult too. It definitely made making friends a lot harder, especially if you can't do some of the activities that other kids are doing.
I think for me, definitely teachers need to understand how to help students, how to follow their IEP, making sure that they are following their IEP and reading it. It's really helpful.
I feel like teachers can start posting lessons online so you can go back and review and look over things that you might have missed during the actual lesson at your own pace.
Yeah, definitely. There could have been more elevators. At least two, one on either end of the building. more door openers, more ramps. What made me not have so many chairs and desks within the classrooms, or at least have a desk that works for me. Maybe longer time to get from one class to the other.
Being accommodated and things like that, it's not putting you above other people, it's just making you guys closer to an even playing field. It's like wearing glasses or something.